We gotta do something soon.
Dude, totally. It's been a while.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta go, man. I'll catch you later.
Good evening, CMU. It's good to see you again. My name is Adrian Castillo, and this is After Hours. This is the only time of the week my mom allows me to stay up past my bedtime. It's so good to be back, isn't it? I mean, I love being in Mount Pleasant at this time of year. I mean, with summer almost being over and fall just around the corner, what's not to love? The leaves start to change, traffic becomes pretty much unbearable during the day, and I get to be shoved around during football games while I try and watch. Yeah, they should really make taller people stand like in the back. I mean, half the time, I'm jumping on the bleachers just to see us lose. Wow, do I really like being here? Anyway, it's a new year, which means if you're a fan of last season, you might notice there's a few changes in the studio. One of which being me. And I can already hear the questions, where's Sal? Where's Joseph? What are they doing? And if you're new to the show, who are they? Well, I hate to ask questions that I don't really have the answers to, but I've got some bad news. No one really knows where they are. Sure, but can I let you in on a couple theories of mine? Come closer. My first theory, they never left. I mean, yeah, in fact, I think the animal bat clawing noises, like the scratching stuff in the ceiling above the studio, that's actually them. We all got warned about it via email, but I just think the owners and the staff are trying to keep it under wraps. I mean, I don't know. Listen, I didn't say these were good theories. The second, and probably more likely, we couldn't afford them. Yeah, listen, guys, you heard me. Planning shows isn't easy. I mean, we had to take a long look at the budget and make some really, really hard choices, but who knows? Maybe we'll see one of them, I don't know, swoop in out of nowhere. I mean, it's Halloween after all, and it's almost spooky season. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in this town anyway that's kind of spooky. Especially here on campus, CMU students know what I'm talking about. I remember back in the dark days, aka 2022 CMU Fall Orientation Weekend, when I got introduced to the ghosts in Grawn and supposed ghosts in Whiteman Hall. But little did I know the true horrors that awaited me. CMU's Northwest Apartments. Dun, dun, dun. In case you didn't know, CMU used to have apartments students could opt to live in as a replacement to the dorms. The standard layout usually included 2 separate rooms, a bathroom, and a small conjoined kitchen and living room. Surprisingly, this ended up being slightly cheaper than a 4-bedroom dorm that you'd share a bedroom with someone else. I mean, as a transfer student, I thought this was a dream. It was a deal, a bargain. Little did I know. For starters, the small kitchen with an even smaller oven. This thing was an easy bake oven at best. It couldn't even fit my late night DiGiorno pizza snack during my exam week. Next, the bathroom. Oh, whenever you turn the lights on, they start to flicker. I swear, the first day I moved in, I thought I was Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things. Boom. Plus, within the first week, our toilet seal actually started to leak. And to top it all off, our bathroom ceiling looked like it was dripping wax. Like this. Actually, if you were a part of the unlucky group of students that willingly agreed to live here while these things were still open, I'm pretty sure there's a toll-free number on the bottom of the screen that you can call it in order to receive some help or compensation. Go ahead, give it a call. Just kidding. And while I have my gripes and opinions about Northwest Apartments, I have to admit, it holds a special place in my heart for all the times we shared together. There's really only a few places that can truly capture what it's like to be on a show beyond Scared Straight. Now, when I heard about the plans to tear it down, I had a mix of emotions, but I couldn't get one thought out of my head. What's going to happen to it? Prison walls or not, a home's a home. So I did some digging. I pulled some strings, and I was able to secure CMU President Bob Davies' personal phone number in order to ask him the burning question only one student, this student, dared to ask. What's the face of Northwest Apartments? And actually, I believe we have him on the other line right now. Give me 1 second. Bob?
Hey, Sal. How's it going?
I'm doing pretty good, actually. Sorry, Bob. I'm actually Adrian, not Sal.
Oh, you guys kind of look the same.
No, I mean, I don't really think so.
Well, sure you do. Same hairstyle, same navy blue suit, same...
Well, thanks, Bob, but I get it. You know, I hear you loud and clear. But, you know, we don't have that much time today, so I just got to ask one burning question I have for you.
Oh, sure. Let's hear it.
What are your plans for Northwest Apartments?
Oh, I'm so excited you asked. We actually just got the approval to start deconstruction.
Well, that's great, Bob, but I mean, like, what do you plan to do after deconstruction?
Oh, right. We're excited to announce that we're building a brand new parking lot. State-of-the-art blacktop, streetlights, paint lines, you name it. We really went the whole 9 yards with this one.
Wait, parking lot? Another one?
Oh, I didn't even get to the best part. The other half of the lot will house the new parking services building. We're hoping to bring brand new cars with cutting-edge technology to scan your cars without having the driver step out of the vehicle. Plus, we have a brand new vending machine in the break room for the staff. We know money is tight right now for a lot of students, so instead of running out of cash, they correlate to each employee's new ticket quota.
Parking services? A ticket vending quota machine? What are you talking? Are you out of your mind? What dystopian episode of Black Mirror are we on right now?
That's just the start. Our new internet system will be modeled off of a Western Michigan University.
All right, you know, I think we heard enough, you know, just about enough of good old Davies for tonight. But without further ado, grab a seat and get comfy because we're clocking into entertainment time. Last night, there were articles detailing a new cast member announcement for Amazon Prime's The Boys. Actor Daveed Diggs will be joining series regulars in an undisclosed role for the series' final season, which has yet to be scheduled for an official release. Now, in case you didn't know, Diggs' previous projects include the Snowpiercer series, the live-action Little Mermaid, and, wait for it, Hamilton. And I'm, for one, really excited to see what roles Diggs is going to play in the show. But unfortunately, I'm not that familiar with all of his work apart from his musical background. But regardless, whether he's, you know, the one taking the horse by the reins, making the redcoats red with blood stains, or a little crustacean under the sea, I have faith the showrunners and Diggs won't throw away their shot to make a jaw-dropping final season. And with that, we're going to quickly run to a break. But coming up, we've got an interview with Zachary Irwin, a member of CMU's fencing club, and later tonight, we'll be able to test out some of their gear. So stick around, and we'll see you after the break.
During high school, I hung with the wrong crowd, and I never graduated.
I helped Santiago in many different ways, like all fathers do, because he always wanted to go to college.
I felt a little embarrassed to come back to school, but eventually, once I came here, I knew that it's for a bigger goal.
He was very dedicated, hardworking. He connected with his teachers, he connected with other students. That was one of the key reasons why he was able to keep forging ahead.
It was amazing to see him graduate. This was one thing that meant so much to him, and of course, it meant so much to us too.
With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed. That support is everything.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
In 4 days. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children. She didn't know what to do.
Did you have a good day at school?
She gave them some broth without any bread.
There you go.
And kissed them all soundly
Night night. Good night.
and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
What is up, CMU? Welcome back to After Hours. Thanks for sticking around. We're just about to hear an interview with a member of one of Central Michigan's fencing club. With that, here's Zachary Irwin. Hey, Zach. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Honestly, maybe a little tired, but that just happens.
Yeah, aren't we all?
So you're part of the CMU's RSO for fencing. What exactly is like the fencing club? Like, so do you guys compete in any competitions or tournaments or anything like that?
So we try to teach people the sport, try to instill passion for it in people. We don't go out and compete as of yet. We are trying to figure out something with state at some point, but for now we mostly do in-house tournaments with our members.
So kind of like skirmishes with like other schools or just like people in the area then?
Mainly just here.
Oh, okay.
We don't go out too much. We'll occasionally go to the Bay Regional Fencing Alliance, but mostly to learn, you know, work with their coaches, that sort of stuff.
Okay. So, and also real quick before I forget, what position do you hold at the club? Are you like the president or anything like that?
I'm the president.
Oh, okay. Sweet, we got the president on here. So do you guys have any form of like those coaches here at CMU to help you guys, or do you guys have to like just try it out on yourself?
Well, as far as coaching goes, it's me and the other members of the e-board, because we have the most experience. We also have our faculty advisors, Jackie and Keeley, who will come in when they can and help us out, and they're just a great, you know, fountain of experience. But for the most part, it's me and the other e-board members.
Okay, and where did you get your fencing experience? Did you start here at CMU, or did you have previous experience?
I had gone to a club's public night once when I was very young, but other than that, I started at CMU.
Oh, okay. So, and how long have you been here at CMU? Like, how long would you say you've been doing the whole fencing thing as a whole?
So fencing, a little over 3 years.
Okay. And so how often are you guys able to really practice? Because I don't know the whole intricacies of what you need for fencing, but I can't imagine you can like do it in a classroom, you know?
No. So we have our gym 2 nights out of the week, Tuesdays and Sundays, 2 hours each time. We also have a time slot on Friday where we're trying to get it reserved, but for now it's like an optional weight room day.
Oh, okay. And like, is that at the SAC? Is that what you said, or?
Yeah, so for now it'll just be like an e-board member will go to the SAC, take people, you know, take them through a workout if we can.
Oh, okay.
That sort of stuff.
And yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't fencing a club here, or not club, sorry, a class at CMU? I think it may be.
Yeah, there is a class. We're not directly affiliated with it, but there's some crossover. Some members have taken it. I believe the teacher is also our faculty advisor.
Oh, wow, small world.
Yeah.
So And I know with sports is usually sometimes a like paywall, for like the equipment and like purchasing and stuff like that. Was there a big like paid gap you had to get to when you first started getting into the sport, or?
No, not at all. The club provides all the equipment for our members.
Really?
Yeah. So the only downside is you have to use equipment that other people have been in. But you don't have to buy your own. We provide everything for new members. It's all covered by dues.
Oh, wow. Okay. And so do you use like the club's equipment, or do you have your own set?
I have my own. So every year we'll do a custom order where we'll like fit our members and we get a little discount. So we order our own stuff, and I use mine because I got tired of using the sweaty stuff we have.
I bet that smells really bad, actually, too.
We try to keep it clean, but after practice, yeah.
Okay. And so, like, do you guys have? I have to ask. Do you guys have like a little like CMU fencing like logo on the custom outfits also?
No, we can't.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's just sort of, we get everybody's measurements, get it fitted to them, and order it, but we can't have it embroidered. I wish we could. It'd be a great idea.
Yeah, that'd be super good. That'd be unreal. It'd be unique.
Yeah.
So, how often are you able to actually get like new members in the club? Because I know it's really hard for just students to get involved in clubs, especially first coming to CMU.
Yeah. So we'll usually have a big crop of people at the fall main stage, occasionally a few in the winter, and a couple stragglers in between. But mostly, it's the beginning of each year is when we get our big group.
Like some main stage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so, when you're trying to meet new people that are getting into the sport and stuff like that, what made you fall in love with the sport? I imagine when you're introducing people to it, you're probably often thinking about what made you fall in love with it.
Yeah. So for me, it was the camaraderie and the environment, because the e-board that was in when I joined were great. They were all older. They were willing to help all of us, sort of help us figure out going to college for the first time. So it was the camaraderie, and then just, I like the nature of the sport too. It's very like quick, but sort of strategic.
Okay. And I don't know a whole lot about fencing, as you can probably already tell. But you mentioned like the game is quick. And so, I've seen some videos of fencing online, but I know they're not like these long drawn out battles or anything like that. Yeah. So how quick is an actual like match or like a round?
So usual engagement is probably going to be measured in seconds, but you usually will have like three-minute periods usually. But as far as like between stoppages, it's usually seconds.
Okay. And then, so how does like sparring and like the actual, I want to say like the sport work? Like how do you know someone's like eliminated or like, that kind of stuff?
So it works on a point system. You're trying to get the most points, and you score points by scoring what's called legal touches.
Okay.
So each different weapon type has a different target area and a different set of rules for hitting people. So foil, say, it's just your torso, and they have to land a hit with the point, and they have to do it with right of way. So if all that happens, you get a point, and they'll reset you, and then it's just either to a certain number of points or who has the most when time runs out.
Okay. And you actually brought some of your gear today so we could see some of that, right?
Yeah, all of it, actually.
Wow.
Everything I've got.
Sweet. And because I'm really excited because you mentioned like different weapons and like the armor, so I'm really excited to see it. That's going to be super, super good.
Yeah.
But, do you know if it would maybe fit me?
You're welcome to try.
Oh boy, I don't think I could fit in that in the suit. I think that'd probably take way too much time. I have to be like Superman in order to change into that.
Not too bad.
But we do need to take a speedy break. But shortly after, Zachary will be giving us a demonstration of the equipment he brought, that he uses when he is in fencing. We'll be back.
During high school, I hung with the wrong crowd, and I never graduated.
I helped Santiago in many different ways, like all fathers do, because he always wanted to go to college.
I felt a little embarrassed to come back to school, but eventually, once I came here, I knew that it's for a bigger goal.
He was very dedicated, hardworking. He connected with his teachers. He connected with other students. That was one of the key reasons why he was able to keep forging ahead.
It was amazing to see him graduate. This was one thing that meant so much to him, and of course, it meant so much to us too.
With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed. That support is everything.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
In 4 days.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children. She didn't know what to do.
Did you have a good day at school?
She gave them some broth without any bread.
There you go.
And kissed them all soundly
Night night. Good night.
and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
And finally, we've returned. I'm here with Zachary Irwin from the CMU Fencing Club, the president, actually. And we're here to check out some of his gear that he brought. So, Zach, what exactly am I looking at here? I mean, I feel like I don't even want to touch it all.
All right, so here is the foil. This is the thing that we use the most. It's the thing we're the most experienced with. And it's probably the most common of the three that people practice. This is for stabbing mainly, as is this, which is an épée.
Okay.
And then in the middle, this is a saber. So this would be for both stabbing and slashing.
Okay.
Although it's blunt and can't hurt anyone.
Are all the weapons blunt too?
Yeah, so they're all perfectly blunt. There's no edge anywhere. Oh, geez.
Oh, let me hold one real quick. I hate
Do you mind holding that one?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, this is so cool. I feel like a pirate right now. This is like my childhood dream you're accomplishing for right now.
Happy to do it. So yeah, they're all blunt. They can't hurt anyone. These two have rubber tips on the end to sort of take some of the impact out of it.
Wow, yeah. So this is the end that goes into the armor when you're actually sporting?
Yeah, that's what you hit people with.
Oh yeah, okay, I'm not getting hurt from that.
No. You'll get little bruises sometimes, but.
Oh, okay. So it would be kind of like paintball then, in that sense, a little bit?
More or less,
Okay.
I suppose.
Huh. So, and how exactly, is there like a special technique and form for each saber? Because I know you mentioned like the slashing and, the pointing and jabbing too.
Yeah, so it's a little different for all of them. The footwork is about the same, but what you do, the position you hold them in, and the forms for attacking with them are different because you're trying to attack different parts of the bodies in different ways. So with this, I'm going to be lunging and trying to extend and stab at people. This, I'm going to be swinging it like that, trying to hit people with the edge.
Okay. And also, real quick, that is like some impressive, like that. This looks crazy to have your hand on the entire time. Like, you had that so casually. Do it again. That is insane. So you have your hand like that the entire time, and it's never gonna like hurt on your wrist or anything like that?
No, for me, this is more comfortable than that is.
Really? So would I be holding it wrong if I held it like this?
You're pretty close to right. That's gonna feel weird for you because it's left-handed, and the grip is bent in a specific way.
This actually does feel a lot better now.
Yeah.
I feel like I could definitely like rob a pirate ship or something right now. So the armor, how durable actually is it?
I've never seen somebody put a hole in it or anything. It's just kind of a thick, like padded piece of cloth.
Okay. Is it okay if we get to see a little bit of it?
Yeah,
I can put the swords over here off to the side if that's okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm just gonna hold on to these actually, because I don't want to break them.
All right, so the main thing that protects your chest is gonna be these jackets.
Okay.
They're pretty tight, pretty form-fitting to allow you to move. They buckle up underneath because nobody wants to get stabbed in the groin.
That would suck.
And then if you're doing electric stuff, you'd have additional pieces, and sometimes there's another protective undergarment that goes with these.
Mm-hmm.
We don't use those at the moment.
By electric, do you mean like actually like technology?
Yeah, so there's two types of fencing. There's what we do is dry fencing, and then there's electric, which is how it's done in the Olympics, where the weapons will have either the saber, the blade is electrified, and the stabbing weapons have a button in the tip that'll go off, and there are these machines that'll show who got the point.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't like actually hurt anybody.
No,
Oh.
it's just a current that completes a circuit.
Okay, yeah, for a second I thought like I was gonna get tased, like for a professional sport. That'd be a little crazy.
No, I hope not.
And that's the helmet you get to wear too?
Yeah.
Wow. And like, yeah, so you would never have to worry about a rubber thing hitting it. Okay.
Never, no. It's not gonna hurt anybody. It's pretty safe. Worst you'll ever get is bruises.
Is it possible that we could have you maybe put it on? I know it might affect your mic a little bit, but like just the headpiece, you don't have to put on the whole shirt. Oh my, I didn't even get to see your glove too, wow.
Yeah, these are pretty important because it does hurt a lot to get hit in the hand.
Really?
It's pretty uncomfortable.
Okay. And wow, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Getting a jab right in the hand. Talk about I couldn't write tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, actually, I need that. Professor, I can't do my homework tomorrow because I got stabbed on air. Whoa! Dang. So, like, do you have like muffled hearing when you're in there? I know that like you can see like out of it pretty well.
Slightly. It's not too bad.
Okay. And did you have like much like neck mobility? Wow.
Yeah, I can go all the way. It really doesn't affect you much.
Okay. And so how? And I know we talked a little bit about like having your own personal set and stuff like that. How much did it like cost for you to get your own personal set?
So, for just the basic stuff, which I got at first was just the foil and this stuff, it was like 130 to 150, including the bag. So it's really not that bad if you look at sports equipment as a whole.
True. I know like cleats and all that stuff can cost like a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, and actually speaking of cleats too, I wanted to ask, is there a kind of fencing shoe that you guys kind of need? Because I've seen sometimes, they're like on like beams when they fight because they also don't want to like fall off.
Yeah, so there are specific fencing shoes. We don't require them, just any kind of athletic shoe will do.
Okay.
You just want something you can, kind of run, move quick in. But there are like tailor-made fencing shoes available.
Okay. So we don't have a whole lot of time, but can you demonstrate real quick what it would be like to jab, just like on the side right here?
Yeah, sure.
I'll stand off the.
I'll do this one.
Yeah. And just give us a quick little thrust. What would it be like to be on guard?
So your on guard position is here, and then if I was going to try to attack somebody, I'd go out like there.
Whoa! Dang. Okay. God, I bet you could get some killer photos. You could be a model. You could be a model with the poses. Bam, bam.
Thank you.
But gosh, I honestly just am obsessed with your swords. I can't wait. I might join the fencing team if I have some free time.
Please do.
But we don't really have a whole lot of time left, and on a sadder note, it seems that that time's actually coming pretty soon. Actually, right now. But we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching After Hours, and please check out the next episode. And thanks for watching. Have a good night. Stay safe.